Hi guys, my name is Tabi Sakinga and welcome to Doing the Damnz. I am with...
Hello guys, my name is Ovai Ndisa and this is Doing the Damnz. You are welcome.
Today we have... Introduce our guest, please.
Today we have Anati, who is a student and she's also a virgin, which is very interesting. And we also have Sima, who is a student as well and is in a relationship. What are we talking about today, Tabisa?
We're talking about relationships. I mean, it's Valentine's Day and it's a month of love, so it's just right to talk about relationships. So, ladies, I don't know much about relationships really because I've been single for like ever by choice and now I don't know why. But I want to know like your take on relationship nowadays because, for example, my parents and my grandparents have been together for a very long time, but today our relationships, when it's like a long term, it's like 2 months, maybe a year or two. So what do you think is the problem now than before?
They don't go for the nature of the person, the person's heart, the way she or he does things. It's like the looks and the way that person is built.
Yeah.
That's it. I think that's the problem.
What do you think is the problem, babe?
I could agree with Nati. I think people actually... I think also the relationship has changed because of the social media.
Yeah,
Like
certainly.
Instagram, they have vacation, all this stuff.
Yeah.
Like they don't actually show what's behind the scenes.
Yeah.
So I think relationships have changed because people, as she said, also worry about what other people think. There is not like it's more than two people in the relationship.
Yeah,
People, it's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
You and him, it's you and him and other people.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all know that relationships are built based on trust, love, and commitment, and all of these things, and sometimes a little bit more of compromise. What is your take? Do you think that love still exists? That is the question I want to ask today. Does love still exist? Into
What do you mean? I feel no.
There's a lot that's going on. There's a lot that's going on in terms of relationships. Social media has a huge impact on how we view our relationships. That's why I'm asking, does love exist? Because we kind of look at these people who are great figures and we want to mold our relationships according to what they portray on social media. So that's why I'm asking, do you think love exists or social media is just spearheading how we see our relationships?
I think love exists. Like it's just hard to find love, but it does exist.
I also, okay, listen, for me, I feel like love does exist, but it's a matter of committing to the relationship. Because like you said, we see on what's happening on the movies and we're like, oh, okay, I want that. But now a person comes to you and be like, yo, listen, I want to start a relationship with you. Like, I want to have something. And then you're like, oh, yeah. But then when you actually have to put in the work, put in the effort, I know for me that's a problem. Because for me, it's like, okay, you want to be in a relationship with me? Fine, great, let's do it. But then the minute I get home and then I'm like, oh my God, people are exhausting because now you want me to check in. I'm like, hey, babe, I'm here. I'm not used to like telling people where I'm at. I'm not used to always reporting to people. So now I'm like, oh my goodness, now I have to report to you. Now I can't be on WhatsApp, like be online on WhatsApp and not talk to you.
Yeah.
And now it's like, it's a matter of commitment and actually committing yourself and trying to build something with that person.
Yeah, that's very sad. And now I want to get to you, Anati, being a virgin and being 21 years old. How do you break it down to your boyfriend that, well, dude, I haven't been intimate all my life? How do you do that? And how, I'm just so interested to find out, how is it like to stay that long?
And how long have you been with your boyfriend?
It's I think 1 month, 2 weeks, I think.
You dated before him?
No, he's my first.
Whoa. Oh, okay. No, it's about to get very
Well, it was
big.
easy telling him that I never had a boyfriend, no, I ever slept with anyone before, because he's open and I feel comfortable when I'm with him. So it was just like that. I just told him, and then he understands and he respects that, and yeah.
Question. Are you not worried that he's just understanding and whatever because you are a virgin and he's trying to be the one? Are you not concerned about that?
I was at first, but like it took him like we started talking in August and he asked me out in November, I think. And it's he didn't know back then. up until in September.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't think it's about that. I think he really, really, really do love me.
So am I correct to assume that he has been like patient before he even knew that you are a virgin?
So I want to talk about self-love in a relationship. Like, how do you guys take time for yourselves? How do you love yourself before loving someone? Because we know that's very important. And I hate the fact that there are actually some women out there who measure their worth based on relationships. That's stupid. Let's start there. But I'm not gonna judge you, because I know a lot of people also question my decision of being independent, like not being in a relationship. Because in real talk, I am very independent. I don't like reporting to people, even though as much as I want to be in a relationship, but it's hard for me to actually like report to you, do this. Because if I have to record a podcast on Friday and I forget to tell you, and obviously before I record that podcast, I have to prepare notes, I have to talk to people. I don't have time for you like that. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's different for me. So I cannot actually judge people who don't want to leave, like not being in a relationship. So what's your take on like self-love and relationships and all of that?
Yeah, if I may, I feel like I once struggled with being alone and, embracing myself the way I am as like an independent woman. And it was until I took like a whole year trying to discover myself, and it was so amazing how I discovered things that I never knew about myself. Like I was like, dude, you don't know yourself. You literally don't know yourself. And I found out a lot of things about myself, and that was very amazing. So I think we need to learn that you need to love yourself before you can love someone else.
Because it starts within.
Yeah, you need to love yourself more than anything, and you need to take a journey to discovery. You need to discover things about yourself. And I always say, if you don't look yourself, when you look yourself in the mirror, your spine does not shiver, something is wrong. You must look yourself in the mirror and you feel those,
damn, I'm fine.
You must feel like that. So basically what you need is to just go through this journey of self-love and just understand yourself, and you're going to be able to love. You're going to be able to love.
I actually really agree what she's saying, because I think me and my actual boyfriend, we took a break like for 3 months, because everything was getting too heavy for me and for him. And I actually rediscovered myself by shaving my dreads and shaving my hair. I shaved my entire head. I was like, I actually felt free. And I actually, before, like 7 months before, it was like, okay, I'm scared. I was always watching myself, how I speak, how I do this. Now I just don't care. If you take it from me, just take me from me.
So my parting words now, as we're about to leave, for someone who's single but not single, the way I am, I want to say, don't lose yourself throughout that. It's difficult not to know where are you in a union with someone. Just don't lose yourself throughout that. And one more thing, stay true to yourself, stay strong. It's so difficult to not know where you are in a relationship. Guys, it's so difficult.
I cannot do that. I'm that person, like, okay, what are we? I'm that person, what are we? Like,
and one thing that I wanted to say is that in terms of relationships in general, please open up a room for disappointment. Yes. And secondly, do not set your expectations
way
too
high.
The guy won't be able to reach them. Just don't set them too high. Have a room for disappointment. Love yourself. And may God bless you.
I feel like everybody's low-key coming for me here. At this point, you don't have to do that, okay? But for me, advice to independent women trying to make a living for themselves and are inspired and driven by their past is, it's okay to be scared, but you should actually give people a chance, like give guys a chance. But at the same time, it's like, don't try too hard to impress them. And it's like, I'm always trying to get to know myself and trying to better myself. So sometimes you just have to get to know yourself in all aspects of life. For example, you need to know yourself, like you need to work hard on your relationship. I mean, like on your friendships. Know the type of friend that you are. So it's okay, and even like in relationships, you need to know the type of partner that you are and find yourself through relationships. So thank you guys for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Yes. Okay. Thank you guys for watching, and please follow us on all social media platforms, especially YouTube.
Especially YouTubes. We love you.
Bye.
God bless you.